This is a topic I covered extensively last year on my channel, November 2021 to be exact, with this DART project, with NASA and SpaceX supposedly launching a rocket into space and thereafter launching a satellite directed towards an asteroid to redirect it off course from Earth. And of course, supposedly just a test. And that gets back to which I've covered again last year with Dr. Carol Rosen, basically talking about in the late 70s having a conversation with the head of NASA, the head of rocketry, Wernher von Braun, as you can see here, talking about how supposedly in the future the plans of a supposed asteroid in alien invasion, it's all basically fabricated. And this is coming from, again, Wernher von Braun himself via Carol Rosen. Now let's take a look here at this absolute garbage nonsense released by NASA. Let's take a look at the footage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 8,
Yeah.
7,
Oh,
6,
wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
This looks like a bad video game.
Wow.
Awaiting visual confirmation.
All right. Let's see. We got it?
As always, that fake excitement. This is just absolute nonsense. And the rocks, look, this looks like some kid's science project, just gluing a bunch of rocks. And yeah, this is 1950s sci-fi at its best, being presented here.
Ready?
And we have impact a family for humanity in the name of planetary defense.
Woo. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic.
What a moment. Very few words can really capture this moment. This is beautiful to watch.
Absolute garbage when it comes down to. And again, I'm going to go in more detail in my previous video, which I've already covered extensively, all the nonsense with the DART project. And that gets into the supposed $10 billion James Webb telescope, supposedly in deep space. Just take a look at this piece of garbage animation that they're pushing off to the general public. And this is what I've always stated. Adults are just grown children. When they believe this nonsense, when you're having a bad day, and most of society's buying this as real because they're presenting this animation on TV. And that gets back to Richard Nixon, no hero, but when he says the American people don't believe anything until they see it on TV. That is a literal fact. People are completely mind controlled by this garbage. And not only is the fakery so obvious for those that have eyes to see, take a look at this newscast, and again, besides the obvious fakery, the mockery is always there. And again, this is like an IQ test on the public. Let's take a look at what is stated here with this Indian news station. And again, the mockery is just unbelievable. Let's take a look.
Images from the James Webb telescope have got space enthusiasts talking. Amid this, French scientist Etienne Klein shared a picture that he claimed to be that of a star. Turns out it was an image of Spanish sausage chorizo. Prominent French scientist Etienne Klein claimed that the image he posted on his Twitter account was taken by the James Webb telescope, adding that it was the picture of Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to our sun. The Twitter community marveled at the details of the picture. They hailed the telescope for its ability to take detailed images of space. However, all that came crashing down when Klein revealed the truth about the image. The image was indeed that of a slice of a sausage. Klein acknowledged that many users had not understood his joke. He said that he was simply trying to encourage people to be wary of arguments from people in positions of authority and power.
And that's where the mockery comes in. Basically, like I stated many times, they don't hide anything from the public. They put it all out there. They put pieces of truth out there. Majority of what they put out is lies, of course, but they put fragments of truth and basically telling society, use your minds. Just don't fall for everything that's presented on TV and that's the general public. They're too afraid. They're basically cowards, and they cannot question what is presented because they're afraid to be called a quote conspiracy theorist. Let's continue on here.
He later apologized for misleading people, calling his post a quote-unquote scientist's joke. However, many people expressed displeasure over Klein's antiques, especially at a time when battling fake news is of paramount importance. Later, he posted an image of the Cartwheel Galaxy taken by the James Webb Space Telescope. This time, he assured that the photo was real.
Yeah, real fake. That's pretty much what it comes down to. But basically, again, when it comes down to this so-called sausage, basically it's just a bunch of baloney. And again, they're just playing with the masses. Again, I said it earlier, grown adults are just children in this world where they just take things on face value, don't actually analyze, looking at things, and just basically lap up whatever's presented in the media. And this is, again, by this French scientist, basically just a lesson to the general public. Question what is presented. Just don't buy what is presented as fact just because it comes from your television programming.
The